guys, what's up? Welcome back to the farm. So today's a really exciting video. So I'm going to be assessing the does for breeding because breeding season here is starting in 1 month. Yes, I'm starting to put these girls are all going to go in the breeding pen around August 8th. So like in that area. I know that's very specific, but with how I have it all written out, that'll start. It'll be give me a little bit over a week after New Year's to start kitting these girls. And so I thought that's plenty for me. I mean, a week's plenty of time for me to catch my breath. But yes, we got to start assessing these girls because with breeding season coming up so soon and fast, got to make sure everyone's in good health and has what they need to be really healthy and have a successful pregnancy and kidding. So yeah, let's get right into this. Okay guys, so the first doe that we are going to be assessing today is little Whirly Girly here. So as you guys saw in those last pics, or in those last videos, she is a very, very dairy girl. She is long, she's lean, she's so pretty. She has such a gorgeous, long, graceful neck. That just blends really good into her body. And she is just, oh guys, I just love Whirly. She's a little bit annoying, but I mean, she's a bottle baby. It's kind of to be expected. But yeah, so we're gonna start out by assessing her body conditioning. So to do that, you're just gonna rub your hand along their back like this. Get it a little bit better. So you just kind of rub your hand along your back, down your legs, their ribs, that kind of stuff. Use your hands really, and it's kind of like giving them a little massage. So on Whirly, so the body conditioning score is sorry about here guys, it's insane as always, but the body conditioning scoring is 1 to 5. 1 being the skinniest and 5 being obese. So I'm looking for about 3 on a doe, and I'm still learning, so I very well could get these wrong, but I kind of know what a healthy doe should feel like now, because I've felt a lot of like experienced breeders' does and just like body scored them for what I know, and just kind of go off there with my own. So right here, just feeling this, you can feel her ribs, but you do have to put a little pressure to actually be able to feel them well. They're not poking out at all. They're nice and under there, but it's not like where you can grab much. There's no fat right there, but you can grab skin, you can move it around. So she's nice and healthy right there. Her neck is really nice and meaty along with her brisket, and her hips you can see and you can feel really easily, but they aren't like sharp, if that makes any sense. You can see her spine a little right here, but like I said, she's so dairy that that's normal for her, and that's just kind of her natural body structure. So then you feel their tail web, like right here at the bottom. Let me see, she keeps backing up right here, like just right at the bottom, base of her tail. You just want, if you can feel that tailbone really easily, they're probably skinny. If you can't, then they're probably just right. I can feel it, but you kind of have to dig in the fat a little bit to feel it. So overall body conditioning for Whirly is really good. She looks like she's just right on the right track for her type of body conditioning. She's, like I said, leaner, so I'm gonna body condition her differently than I'll do a naturally fatter goat, I guess. So Whirly here looks good, and she is getting bred hopefully mid-August. If everything goes well, she'll be put in the breeding pen mid-August. And yeah, so Whirly's looking really good overall. So yeah, now I'm just gonna check her FOMACHA. Hers looks good, and she looks healthy. I don't see any mineral deficiencies or anything, and they have the mineral buffet to fix any they might have. So yes, Whirly is good and ready to breed. And yeah, my next video will be just trimming hooves and that kind of stuff. So yeah, Rory's all good. Okay guys, so next off we got Rory here. So Rory is finally big enough to be bred. Last year she was not even close. She was probably 25 pounds at the most when she was the size to breed. And now she is really big. She's probably 40 pounds. And she is just such a good girl, and I can't wait to see her babies. Cause like, I mean, look at this girl. She's such a sweetheart, guys. She has the sweetest personality ever. So I'm gonna do her body conditioning real quick and then check her FAMACHA, and I'll also tell you guys when she's gonna be bred, hopefully, if everything goes planned. Okay guys, she's being a stinker, but just put my hand over her body. She has a really nice layer of fat all throughout, so she's not skinny at all. You have to really dig to find those ribs, and you can get a little bit of chunky there. It's mostly skin, but I do feel some fat right there. So she definitely is building a little bit of fat, which is definitely why she must be bred this year. She's being a stinker, of course. Come on, please. She has a really nice, just filled out look, as you guys can tell. Right here, she's just because she's doesn't have a full room in right now, because she's being a little picky. But yeah, so her ribs are covered. Hi baby. Her neck has a really good layer of fat. Her brisket does. Her hips aren't poking out at all. They're covered with probably a little too much fat. And her tail web is nice and chunky too. So Rory looks really good body condition wise, and she's totally getting bred this year. So now we'll just check her FAMACHA. Yep, looks great, nice and pink. And yeah, so Rory doesn't have any mineral deficiencies that I can see. She's never had any health issues really, besides just being small from coccidiosis, which was totally my fault. I didn't give her coccidia prevention because I didn't even know about it, honestly. But now she's a big girl. She's big chunky, and she'll be a really adorable mama. And now we're just gonna check her thurls. Super wide, have to reach a little bit. So yeah, she's super wide, just like her mom. So I doubt she has any problems kidding, even with a single buck or something. So yeah, Rory's looking really good, guys, and she's definitely on track to be bred this year. And like I said, I'm gonna tell you guys when she's gonna be bred. She will hopefully be bred mid-August, to kid, mid-January. So yeah, Rory Bear is gonna be a mom pretty soon, guys. So yeah, she's definitely getting bred this year, and it's pretty exciting. Okay guys, so as you guys could tell, Mango did not want to stand, right? But little Mango here is a little bit of a overweight fatty. You can kind of just tell by looking at her, but she's the sweetest girl ever. And yeah, so Mango is 3 years old. She's a third freshener, and she is obviously the cutest goat ever, as you guys can tell. Like, she is adorable. But yeah, so I'm gonna get into body scoring her real quick, and I can already tell you guys she's fat. She's probably a 4 on the scale, maybe. Hi Mango, cutie. Okay guys, feeling the ribs. Gotta dig for them. This is all fat right here. All of that, guys. So yeah, guys, that is all fat, and I do have to push pretty dang hard to get to those ribs. So I can just tell by that she's fat. When you're just feeling down her back, each spine is a little bit hard to feel. Oh, and she's gonna pee. Just let her do that, I guess. She has no dignity. Okay. Okay, Mango, you wanna stand back up, bro? Okay. So, just feeling over her. She's super fat. Her hips are hard to feel. Her neck is a meatball, and she is fat. That's my conclusion. Oh, and her tail web is literally massive. Okay, so now we're just gonna check her FAMACHA. Okay, her FAMACHA is nice and good. It's nice and pink. And now, just gonna put her back up. So, oh yeah, I forgot. Mango here will, Mango here will be getting bred beginning of August. That's when she'll be put in the pen. And yeah, so we'll be expecting Mango babies January, as long as she's, you know, everything goes well. She's bred the first time. But yeah, so little Miss Mango will be bred pretty soon. Okay guys, believe it or not, little Olive here is actually getting bred this year as well. So she is almost 30 pounds. The Nigerian dwarf breeding weight requirement is 35 to 40. I typically just breed if they're past 35. If they're 35 or up, then I breed them. That's typically just what I like to do. It obviously depends on her, the goat. The biggest thing is width and condition, and Olive has both. She is very healthy, maybe a bit too healthy, and she is also very wide. So this is a Rosemary and Caspian baby. I posted her birth video, but so you guys should go back and watch that if you haven't. She's grown so much since then. But yes, so this is the one doe I kept from this kidding season. A little Olivator, that's what I like to call her. So you guys have seen in some videos, I think. She is very rambunctious and jumps over everything. So yeah, she is a crazy little girl. Right now she's 5 months old. She's smaller, but she's still good size, but just smaller, like in height. So I guess I'll body score her real quick and also let you guys know when I plan to breed her, if she hits weight and everything. Okay guys, so feeling her ribs, gotta really push, and she's got some chunk right there. Like, I can't grab a handful, she doesn't really have that much skin overall, but there is a good amount of fat right there. You really have to dig to feel those ribs. And then her hips, almost can't feel them, and her tail is a little fluffy, along with her neck and her brisket. She's got a lot of fat, guys. She really builds it like her mom. But she looks really healthy and in great condition. She's super shiny, soft, and she has no parasites. I did her first fecal a few weeks ago. She has no parasites, and yeah, so little Olive here is looking really good, and as long as she hits weight, she will be bred this year. So yeah, from thorough to thorough, let me show you guys. From thorough to thorough, she's already really wide, like kind of have to reach each way. So she looks really good. I guess I'll check her Vermont real quick. I just saw it then. Dark pink, like it should be. And yeah, so little Olive here is on track to be bred. Like I said, as long as she reaches 35, 40 pounds the next few months, I plan to start breeding, or plan to breed her sometime September. So yeah, Olive is gonna be a mama next year, as long as I said, like, she gets big enough. So yeah, that's Olive. Okay guys, so this is my new goat. Her name's Alora, and she is gonna be part of my breeding program this year, of course. She is a 1-year-old first freshener, and she's really small since she's still super young. But yeah, so I'm going to be body conditioning her. She actually has a really snotty nose and a cough right now, so I think she might have either stress coughs and a cold or something from moving from her old home, but I'm not sure on that, so I need to give her some oregano oil to help with her immune system, and some garlic, because she has pretty bad snot, and her cough's pretty nasty. She's very grumpy right now, but yeah, I'm just gonna body score her and see how she looks. Okay guys, so when you feel her ribs, she's a little bit fat. She has some really thick fat right there, so you really gotta dig to feel them. And you can grab a little bit right there. She's very soft and filled out. Her stomach her hips are covered with a nice layer of fat. Come on girl, be nice. she's not being very nice. She has a really nice layer of fat over her. You can't really feel her. Ew, broski, please stop sneezing on me. Her neck is super filled out, along with her brisket, and her all her ribs and everything are just nicely covered, and her tail is really fluffy. So my conclusion with her is she's a little bit fat. So she probably could use to lose a few pounds, but like I said, I like them a little bit chunkier before getting bred, so it's no big deal, and I'm sure she'll lose a bit while I'm breeding her. And yeah, so she looks great besides the snotty nose. We do need to get that taken care of, but I'm really thinking it's just stress from moving and all that kind of stuff. And if it's not, well, then that's not good, because she's been with all the other girls. So hopefully no one else gets sick. Well, no, it's a cold or virus if everyone else gets sick, but really hoping it's just some stress, because all the goats have been kind of mean to her, because they don't, since she's new, kind of just basic goat stuff. Come on, girl. But yeah, so she looks pretty healthy overall. Let me check her famacha. Her famacha looked pretty good. I don't think there's nothing wrong with her really besides her snotty nose, and I did realize she does have a copper deficiency, but she should fix that with the mineral buffet, because I do see a little bit of red hints to her fur. But yeah, I think she'll fix that with the mineral buffet really quickly. But yeah, so she's overall looking pretty good. I wouldn't say she's my best, but weight-wise, she looks great. And yeah, it's basically just that snotty nose and little copper deficiency. But I think she's doing pretty good, right, Laura? I know you're scared, baby. It's okay. But yeah, guys, so that is her, and I'm gonna go get the next girl.
Hi, baby. Yeah.
Okay, guys, so Cora's being very naughty right now, but this is Cora. So she is a 1-year-old, and she has never been bred before. She is a sweetheart, but she also loves to be a little bit naughty. So I guess I'll just go right into body scoring her so I can get the next girl, because everyone's being a little cheeky today. Okay, guys, she's really not listening at all. She's trying to choke herself. But yeah, so just putting my hand along her back. She's really soft, and you feel her ribs. She has really nice fat coverage, but it's not like much I can grab. Like if you look right here, there's not a ton, but there is a little, so it's a really good amount. Come on, girl. Then when you feel her neck and her brisket, it's really chunky, and that's exactly what you want. You want them to have a nice chunky brisket, just like that. And then, yeah, like just feeling her ribs. They you can't feel them super easily, but you can feel them. Then you go down her back and her hips. Her hips are, you can easily feel them, but they aren't sharp at all. And then her tail is nice and fluffy. And so yeah, she looks really good, and on the body score chart I'd probably give her a 3.2 if that counts. So yeah, she looks really good, and she's perfect condition for breeding. I would like her to get a little bit fluffier so that she can easily keep weight on when she's in milk for the first time. But she's looking really good, guys, and I'm pretty excited about her. She's gonna be such a pretty mama. Oh, and I guess since she is a first freshener, I'll show you guys her thurls a little. Okay, so let me grab a collar. So when you look from, let me see if I can feel her thurls. Okay, yeah, I can. So super wide, do have to reach a little, so she's just right there. And I forgot to mention on Allura, but Allura's gonna be bred September sometime, and then little Cora here is going to be bred in just a few weeks, so in August, so around a month. So yeah, she's going to be bred pretty soon for the first time, and she's looking really good. I guess I should check her for match real quick. did a fecal on her, and she has a really low load, so I don't really need to worry about it. And her famacha does look really good. It's pink colored, just like it should be. So really the only thing I could see that she needs a little improvement on is she could use a, she does have a little copper deficiency, and she's resolving that with the mineral buffet. So I don't really have to worry about her. She's looking really good. Girl, stop. She's eating my necklace. But yeah, she's looking really good, and she's in perfect condition to breed. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Okay guys, so this is Nova. Now Nova is only around 3.5 months, 4 months old. I'm not for sure. She's born February 28th, so she is really young. She's the youngest doe in the herd. I'm hoping that she can be bred this year. If she's growing great right now, so as long as everything keeps going good and she keeps growing really well, then she should be able to be bred this year. So yeah, I'm just going to be body scoring her and see how she feels. So first off, just feeling her ribs. There is fat, but there's not much at all, if any, really. Like, it's really a small amount, but they're not poking out at all, so it's like a good amount. You can grab some skin here, but there's no fat when you grab it right there. When you go down her spine, you can feel her hips easily. They are a little sharp, a little sharper than I like for a junior. And you can feel her spine some, but it's not poking out or anything. Like I said, her hips are a little sharp, and she isn't super filled out in this area. Like, you guys can kind of see, you can see a little bit of her spine there, but yeah, so she's a little bit, I think she's on the thinner side. You can feel a little bit of neck muscle right there, and her brisket's super fatty and feels good. And her tail has fat, but you can feel the bone. So I'd say she probably could use a few extra pounds. She is growing so fast that she is I have a feeling she's having a little problems keeping up with the weight that she needs to gain to stay filled out. But she's super soft, and I don't see any signs of a deficiency, like mineral deficiency, which is really the biggest thing, because as long as they're getting what they need and you're feeding them what they should be eating and that kind of stuff, if they aren't filled out as well as I'd like, then it's probably just how fast she's growing. She doesn't have coccidiosis. She doesn't have any worm issues. And I got her sister a fecal, and I'm assuming that they're about the same. They came from the same farm, same dad, that kind of stuff. So they are looking pretty good, or she's looking pretty good. I would definitely want her to put on a few more pounds, and if she doesn't hit 35 pounds, I'm not going to breed her this year. But so far, she's looking pretty good. Like I said, I do want her to gain a few more pounds. And I'm just going to check her famacha real quick. Her famacha is like dark pink. It's like purple. It's really nice, nicely colored. And, oh, width. I always forget to do that. So, from thorough to thorough, she's pretty wide. She's not the widest doe, but she's so young, guys. It's kind of hard to judge. So yeah, oh, Nova's looking great. Okay guys, so this is Honey. Now, I may or may not have decided to keep her another year because she's so healthy. She had such cute babies, and she's really not that big of a problem. So yes, I keep going back and forth on her, but who knows what I'll actually do. I'm done saying what I'm gonna do because I don't even know. She sees grain right now, so she is getting mad, but this is Honey Bun, or Honey, or really whatever you want to call her. And she is a 2.5-year-old second freshener. She is a Nubian mix, like a Nigerian Nubian mix, so she's pretty big, and she's very spunky also. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and body score her so I can get this done because it's hot out, guys. So, feeling the ribs. She is very chunky, guys. Even though you can see this, which is really typical for larger breeds. When you feel her ribs, you have to really press to feel them, and you can grab a little fat, mostly skin, but there is definitely some fat there. I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. Did I did I make you upset? When you feel her, when you go down her spine, it's very filled out. Like you can't feel the individual vertebrae super well, so she's a little chunky. And then her hips are nicely covered with fat too. They aren't sharp, but you can easily feel them. When you feel her neck and her brisket, it's very fat. And when you feel her tail, it's also very fat. So my conclusion is she is fat. I'd probably put her as a 3.5 on the body score chart, which is about what you want. So yeah, she's very healthy right now. She even has little fat rolls on her neck, which are kind of funny. She has 0 parasites. At least that was confirmed by the fecal that she doesn't have any parasites. So I'm not even gonna check her for matcha because I know it's gonna be good. And also, I already have checked it. So yeah, she has no mineral deficiencies that I can see, and she's just very healthy right now, guys. So Honey is on track to be bred, and she should be getting bred mid-August if everything goes to plan. So I plan to breed her mid-August is what I'm gonna start saying. So yes, that's Honey. Honey. Well, whiny. Okay guys, so now we have Starla, which is Nova's sister, or half-sister. I didn't do the walk around with her because she doesn't have a collar, but I think she's my last doe. I need a body score, but yeah, she is about 5 months old. Hey girl, please stop. Close to 5 months old. She is such a sweetheart, guys. I'm really hoping she gets bred this year. She's really big for her age. She's about 30 pounds or more, probably more. I just haven't weighed her in a week or two. She gains a lot. But she is also in the awkward stage like her sister Nova. She's kind of lanky, very tall right now. So I think she's just in an awkward stage, so I'm not too worried about it. Because I've already kind of body scored them all. But I did want to do a video on it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that right here because I can feel her really good. So yeah, I'm just feeling her ribs. You have to push to feel them, but there is not like any fat over them, if that makes any sense. Like they're not poking out at all. You can't feel individual ones very well, but there's not like a layer of fluff between her ribs and her skin, if that makes any sense. So you can feel that pretty easily. And then when you put your hand down her back, I think she's a little more filled out than her sister Nova. You can feel her hips easily a little bit. They're not really sharp, but hers aren't really sharp. So she is really nicely filled out, and when you feel her tail, it's also fluffy. You can't really feel the bone in it. So she feels really good overall. Her neck's not super meaty, or her brisket, but like I said, I think she's in her lanky teenager stage. So I'm not judging her too hard right now. I think she'll get it all back on in a few months. So I guess I'll go ahead and say when she is supposed to be bred. I plan on breeding her sometime September. So if she hasn't hit weight by September or October, then I'm not going to breed her this year. Because I don't like breeding too late into the year, if that makes any sense. But yeah, she's looking good so far, and she's totally on track to be bred. So as long as nothing changes, hopefully she'll be bred in September. And yeah, so let's see. Starshine, you wanna look, girl? You're so pretty. Hey. She's shaved right now, so she's kind of grown out. She looks kind of horrible being shaved. She's in the awkward stages of being shaved, where she looks really like scraggly. But overall, she doesn't look too bad. But yeah, she doesn't have any mineral deficiencies that I can see. And her fecal was confirmed super low. There's basically no worms on it. And yeah, so she's looking really good. And hopefully she'll be bred. Oh yes, width. Always forget to check her width. Ugh. Okay guys, she wants to stand still, so I gotta do this. But okay guys, so right here from thurl to thurl. Wait, that's not thurl. She's thurl to thurl. She's very wide. She's a hand width apart, which is what you want, and she's looking pretty good. So again, she's on track to be bred, and I think she will be bred this year. So yeah, pretty exciting. Okay guys, so that is it for evaluating the does for breeding. Everyone's looking really good so far. I did my best at body scoring. If you guys see anything that I could use improving on, definitely let me know. Everyone's looking, like, in my opinion, pretty good. I definitely want everyone to get a little bit fatter besides Mango. Mango does not need to get fatter. Everyone else, I'd like to put on a little bit extra chunk just because I do like whenever they are a little more filled out for breeding. But mostly everyone's looking really good. I'd like your guys' opinions in the comments too. If you think they could use a little more fat, a little less fat, definitely let me know. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it kind of helped get an idea of your doe's health as well. So yeah, see you guys in my next video.